It's been a... Now arriving at Reaping Commission headquarters. Doors. Oh, well. I sound like a bird. Look, you showed up for work. No worms for you, because only the early bird catches. Never mind. Anyway, it's your lucky day. I actually have a soul for you to reap. And not just any soul, a giant soul. Think of the commission on that. Hope you haven't forgotten your training. Stay on your talents. Giant souls don't often go peacefully. Dropping in your door for you now. With a soul that size, you might even be able to afford some time off. But remember, your door will remain open until you return with your designated soul. While your door is open, you will be mortal and you will age, so get it done quickly. Reaping souls to power the doors just so you can reap more souls, and the cycle repeats. Forever. The rat race, eh? And get to it and be careful. If you die, it's gonna be a lot of paperwork and I don't have the time. Well, thanks, bro. Oh boy, I love typing. Can't get enough of it. Seriously, because cause any heavy you like out there, I've got it covered. Just give me some more of that. These sweet, sweet documents to verify and type up. That's funny. Your door's on the main platform, off you go. Talk to the big crow. Oh, he's sleeping. You found a discarded umbrella! It's just a thing to keep your feathers dry in grim weather. You can equip it from the weapons menu. And now we're in full color. The Grove of Spirits. They see me rolling. They hating. Crows, police, and trying to catch me rolling dirty. Demonic forest spirit, okay? Oh, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Motherfucker! So, what a little bit. Lost Cemetery, Forbidden Region. You collected a life seed. Planting one of these in a green pot will yield soul fruit, which can be thrown to yield your health. Or, heal your health. That's funny. This way to the summit. You collected a massive soul energy. Soul energy spend the whole and Reaper upgrades. Oh, hey, cool. Oh, sweet. Oh no! You lost your assigned soul? That's the one thing we didn't want to happen. Well, get back out there and don't come back until you found it. I'm not sorting out the paperwork for this, so you better fix your own mess. That's funny. Meanwhile, you got this guy over here smoking. Oof, you lost your assignment? That's rough, buddy. It's done so quiet the past years. Advanced to medicine or something, I expect. So annoying. We need a new plague, I'm gonna go broke. That's funny. Get out there and get the job done. To do that. It loads really fast, that's cool. Ah, okay. Ah, Reaper. My time in this world is over. Unfortunately, I'm still alive. Sorry, maybe try hitting me with a heart attack. Nope, still here and still very much alive. Perhaps try a bit of a run-up. Well, oh, okay. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. It happens to everyone. I'm afraid I'm burdened with unending life. I can't explain it, and I've spent untold years seeking an answer. My name is Stedhone, and I'm the keeper of the graves on the Sacred Mountain. Oh, and if you find yourself strengthened somehow, feel free to try and kill me again. It's funny. You're welcome to stop anytime you like, Reaper. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Realize the guardian of the door preserve order on the home of stray souls. This way to the stranded sailor. Oh, wait, I already came. Oh! Oh, there's a shortcut. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. Let's go back. Okay, I guess I can't. I guess I have to go the other way. Oh, I didn't look this way. Let's try going this way. Up. Oh, so if I get more health. That's cool. I also like the fact that you climb ladders really quickly. Hey, Roger, I appreciate you. Okay, it's definitely have to come back here later kind of thing. Oh, for fun. God damn it. Okay, thankfully that didn't actually kill me. Yeah, let me take that look at here first. Oh, god damn it. Oh, okay, there's nothing really over here. Oh no. Oh! Guardian of the door. Oh. Nope. Ah! Death. Hell, screw you. As well as their reach. That's actually pretty good too. Yeah. It's way faster. That's cool. Oh, you can do a drop attack. I didn't know that. Good to know. Ah, okay, here we go. Yeah! Oh, hey, another short time. That's cool. Hello, fledgling. Sorry about that crack on the head, but I need that soul. You see, I was just like years ago. My assignment evaded capture. It took me many months to track down its location. Upon arrival, I discovered it had somehow passed through this door. Inconceivable. Do you know where we are, fledgling? Death's door. The endpoint for all life. I thought it was just a legend. As you know, all doors are powered by the energy of souls. Perhaps with a truly monumental power, even this one can be forced open. Sadly, the soul I stole from you was not enough. I'm afraid that our fates are very much intertwined now, fledgling, for with your assignment incomplete, your death is now an inevitability. Without the soul that now resides behind this door, you're trapped just like me. However, fortune may still smile upon us. This curse lay in the city of the Reaper, somehow untouched by the laws of nature. The creature here have the potential to live vastly beyond their years, growing ever larger and more powerful. I know of 3 such beings on these isles whose combined energy grants the power to wedge this door open. To the north lives an old witch obsessed with escaping the clutches of death. Beyond the forest to the east, the self-proclaimed king rules over the ruins of a flooded cathedral. And atop the mountain to the west, a beast of untold years, primal and vicious with no want or desire. I am truly sorry to have entangled you, fledgling, but in my advanced years, my body grows weary. Your path is your own now. Either venture into the wild and reap those giant souls, or choose an action and suffer the same fate as this old fool. This way to the Urn Witch's mansion. Oh, hey, shortcut. You found some incense. This stuff smells very strong. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that does, but alright. I like how they presented it like it was a choice to me, and it's really not. Do you wish for guidance where you're headed next? Okay. To the Urn Witch's mansion. Aha. Hey, I got 100 souls. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Estate of the Urn Witch, north of the door. Yeah, I should have guessed that. Oh, yeah. Estate of the Urn Witch. Okay. Oh, hello there, my big-faced fellow. It's good to see one of your kind of paths have intersected at an opportune moment. You may not have noticed, but I've been cursed with an unusual affliction. Alas, judge me not by the shape of my head, but by the deliciousness of the soup inside. That's so weird. Pothead. Where are my manners? I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance, cute face. It would seem that my journey has reached an impasse. I have been able to overcome the obstacles ahead and unlock iron gates. If you would help me move on, I should be indebted to you and we could push forward together. Okay. Ah. Really? Fuck. Oh, it got me. Dead. I like the music a lot, actually. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I guess. Ah, seriously? Fuck. Ah, okay. The fuck was that? Gotta go in. Oh God. Well, I 15 fucking seconds. Hey, you just dragon. Oh, hey, I have to upgrade. Wow, that's a lot faster. Holy shit. Alright, motherfucker. I do like this game, though. I think this is a great game. Fuck, he's tough. I'm pretty sure drops are lost. That's probably why. Alright, motherfucker. Let's go. Shortcuts. You found rogue daggers. These blades can speedily inflict damage to him by 1,000 cuts. Oh shit! The equipment weapons menu. Oh, that's awesome. Ceramic Manor. Oh, cool, it's another thing to the door. Oh, a seed. Sweet. Living Reap Souls. Okay, something. Oh. Ah, gotcha. Ah, that's fun. Oh. Haha! Oh, what the fuck is that? Free soul. Oh shit. It appears to have been a vent here. I don't think he was coming to open the door. Oh, I need 4 souls, okay. Hello, dear. Quite unexpected to see a crow around this place. Does this mean the deal's off? What brings some durable fellow like you in my little house? Well, see, I'm actually here to kill you. You know, just a FYI. Oh, that's right, I got a key. Now, let's take this path first. Shit. Fuck. God. Death. Oh. Good job, Shannon. Really? Oh! Oops. That's kind of fucked up. Wait, what am I even doing? I can just ignore them. Oh, that's cool. Oh shit. Why do I feel like I'm about to get in a fucking mini boss fight? Oh god, I am. Ow. Oh, I got a shortcut. Actually, pretty considerate of them. Now, before I do that... Oh, no, okay. Gotcha. It was worth it. That's 100. It was worth it. Oh, okay. For real? Oh, god damn it. Oh no. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go back and upgrade my power. That upgrades the reach of your weapons. You know what? I don't care. I almost said it. It's fine. I do think in that situation, it's probably. I just wish you had like a quick way to switch weapons. That would be really cool. Really? Oh, hey, another soul. shortcut. That's cool. And let's go here. Oh, I get it now. Ah, goddamn fucking suicide bombers. Ah, that's right. Fuck. Yeah. My Little Pony, apocalypse pony, punishing them for their sins. Son of a bitch, you break my heart. Oh. Ah, fuck, I just barely missed that. At least I know what I'm supposed to do now. Ah, shit. You. Oh, that's clever. That was clever as shit. Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Oh, I never did this. No wonder. Now I feel dumb. Fuck you. Oh, am I ready to do the boss? Yeah, they knew. Gotta be looking for them. Hey, look up playing and do it. They can do shit. Gotta be looking for them. God. How you doing, dude? Going to shoot the other guys. Gabby's doing the name. Hey, what have to do? What the fuck? Why am I in the Hall of Doors? Oh, am I gonna get like a item now, Zelda style? Oh! what the fuck? Ah, so suicide bomber. Hey, how's it going? Fucking really? Oh. I'm okay. I'm trying to do this. This is fucking insane. Oh fuck, he popped right on me. Fuck you! No, I have not. I was not very interested in them. Just because of all the huge, like, glitches, performance, like, drops. I mean, I thought Pokemon Arceus had issues. And Violet and Scarlet made it look worse. I mean, an open world Pokemon like that is what I wanted. Yeah, exactly. A Pokemon game like that is the one that I always wanted. An open world Pokemon game with a 3D camera is like the dream since I was a kid. But, you know, it looks like a bad PS2 game, and it runs like fucking ass. And I had hoped that maybe, even if they couldn't fix the graphics, they could fix the frame rate. Said they don't intend to patch. They said nobody's complained. Yeah, Coliseum was actually really good. I played Coliseum when I was like 8. I got it for Christmas the year it came out, way back in the day. Yeah, to an extent. I can see that. It does let you go in multiple places in multiple orders and walk around. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I agree. You know, let you wander around and I always wanted to play that was like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even want to fucking know how expensive Gale of Darkness must be now. Hold on. Fucked up mic. Dying, so I have to jiggle it and put it in the fucking thing to get it to work. I don't have the money to replace it right now. Maybe in a little bit I can save up this money and get another mic. Or if I had to use the PS5 controller, it's better than nothing. But I was trying to say I have always wanted to play Gale of Darkness. As much as I this, not this 300 game. And now it's really sad because I love GameCube. GameCube is one of my favorite systems, but they have hiked the price on those games up so hard Yeah, it's fine. They have hiked up the price on those games so fucking much that just about nobody can get all those GameCube games, though. So a lot of people who wanted to play GameCube games can't because they just can't afford it. And I don't blame them when all the games are... Like, these games are nearly 20 years old, and they're more expensive than new games releasing now. You know, and they're always collectible games that are become rare. That's always a thing. But with the GameCube, it's like every single fucking game that you would want to buy is expensive. It's not like one or two. It's like, if it's Zelda, it's expensive. If it's Mario, if it's Pokemon. So it's like, anything on the GameCube is just so fucking overpriced. It makes me sad because I love GameCube, and I tell people you should play GameCube, you know? Hold on, let me see what you said. Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, see, you know, what's kind of crazy to me is that they gave up on the Virtual Console. Despite everybody I know I've ever talked to like the Virtual Console, they gave up on it. And it's really fucked up because they could easily take GameCube games, emulate them, and they would make a fucking killing. Literally just use Virtual Console like they had before on Wii U and Wii, but have GameCube games. Make them $10, dollars a pop, maybe 20. They would print money. Excuse me. You could play GameCube games on the go, and it would be a way for people to play them. And on top of that, it would benefit Nintendo, because right now these GameCube games are so expensive. These games are so expensive, but Nintendo's not getting any of the money because they're used. So all these people want to play these games could, if they just fucking remaster them. And yeah, exactly. Where was the fucking Mario 64 and Galaxy 2? That was shitty. I agree. Even though I like the collection, just because I like the games in it, they definitely should have. Or they should have added Galaxy 2's DLC. Make it a $20 DLC. I would have paid $20 for Galaxy 2 remastered with touchpad controls and shit. I would have paid that. But and these games are super easy to emulate. Just about everyone and their mother with a capable PC now can emulate a GameCube game with Dolphin, okay? And that was a fan-made project. I guarantee you, Nintendo, if they wanted to, could make a fucking awesome GameCube emulator that would be better than Dolphin because they have a whole team to work on it, and they could put all the GameCube games out there. There's so many GameCube games that kick ass that have never been re-released. And the only thing stopping them from being re-released is Nintendo's bullshit. Because they own the rights. With like the PS1 Classic and the Sega Genesis Classic, they were limited by what games they get the rights to. But Nintendo almost always owns all the rights to their games. Okay? Fucking Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, hold on, there's more coming to me. Eternal Darkness, Metroid Prime 1 and 2, the classic versions. I'm sure a lot of people would just want to play the GameCube version. Wario World, Mario Kart Double Dash, F-Zero GX, the last really good F-Zero game before they gave up on the fucking series. Right? And on top of that, there are other games that are less known that would get a whole lot of extra love if they just re-released them. Like Baten Kaitos. Everybody knows of Xenoblade these days. Everybody knows about Xenoblade. But before Xenoblade, there was Baten Kaitos. And it's only because of Baten Kaitos that Xenoblade got made, because Nintendo liked working with them so much, that's what led to them buying the company making Xenoblade. And Baten Kaitos is fucking awesome. The problem is that Baten Kaitos was a rare game to begin with. It sold very good in Japan, but it sold abysmally in America. So even before the GameCube games became overpriced, it was already overpriced. Now it's like $200-300 for them. I'm lucky enough to own both Baten Kaitos and its sequel, even though it's a prequel, it's the second game, Baten Kaitos Origins. I got them back in 2013 when they were $60-70, and they were already overpriced in 2013, but I wanted to play them. And they're fucking amazing. They're every bit as good as Xenoblade. They're every bit as good as any RPG that Nintendo's made, and they were mostly ignored. But now, people are crazy over Xenoblade, so all they would have to do is make them a GameCube emulator, bring them to Switch, and be like, this is from the makers of Xenoblade, and then people could play it. Let me think of the GameCube games that I have. I have Blood Omen 2, Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2, Metroid Prime 1 and 2. No, you actually probably could. Actually, I mean, not a million, but you could sell them for a lot. Eternal Darkness. I have a copy of Eternal Darkness. It doesn't have the case, but it does have the disc. The disc's in good condition. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2. That's 5. I own more than that. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which I really like. It's underrated. Star Wars Rogue Squadron Rebel Strike. So it's like the third one. It was like Rebel Assault, Rebel Squadron, Rebel Strike. And that might be it. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I gotta Google that right now. No, I don't have the bongo drums. Oh, God, it is a fucking expensive as shit. Holy shit. Yeah. You know, the bongos are super rare. It's actually most people don't know you beat. And then I have some other ones I can't remember. GameCube games are back there in my closet and wrapped up in a bag for safekeeping. Like the Baten Kaitos that I have that are super rare, I have them in the original box with the manuals, and they're like in perfect condition. Yeah, see? It's over $100 just for a Baten Kaitos without the manual. And I have the manual. And I have it mint condition. It looks like it's brand fucking new. Both of them. I could make like $300 just right there, but I love those games too much. On my yeah. No, like I got them ahead of the curve. I was really lucky. Like, I just really wanted to play them. And then it turned out that that was a good purchase. Because now, I paid like $70, $60 for them, and now they're like worth like $300 together, so they're like 5 times what I fucking paid for them. Right? Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. I had so many fucking GameCube games when I was a kid that I don't have now, that I would have so much fucking money. And instead, I sold them for like pennies on the dollars for fucking to GameStop. Yeah, because you needed money for the newer games. That's how they fucking get you. And now, they're selling our games that we sold them, and they're making a huge profit while we're fucked. Man, that fireball is actually really cool. And it just breaks my heart, man, because they basically fucking made it like impossible for people to collect GameCube games. They skyrocket. Oh no, man, no, it's cool. You don't have to apologize, man. It's totally fine. I'm here to stream to talk to people. If I didn't want to talk to people, I would just play by myself. And the more stuff that I had to talk about, the more interesting the stream is. So it's not a big deal, dude. I welcome people to talk to me. It's good to have good conversation. And as for this game, yeah, this game is great. This is called Death's Door, and it's like a Zelda game slash Souls game, fucking hybrid. And it's about like a Grim Reaper. And it's just a lot of fun. It's fucking hard, like a Souls game or an old Zelda game, but it's not Dark Souls hard. Like, it definitely is challenging, but it's not fuck you hard like Dark Souls is. And it's really good. It's awesome, and if you have a PS4 or a PS5, it's on sale for $10 right now, which is fucking great. This game is worth it. It's only $20 normally. This is an indie game, so it's not full price. But $10 for this is fucking great, and you get it PS4 and PS5 when you buy it. I've had this on my backlog for ages, and I'm just now getting to it just because I wanted to play something, Zelda-like. It wasn't Zelda. So, I'm having a blast. It's a great game. It was originally on Xbox, then they brought it to PlayStation. But if you have a PS4, or even an Xbox One, I would suggest it. Like I said, it's on sale right now. It's half the price it usually is. It's $10. Yeah, no, exactly. No, I get it, man. You're saving. I'm saving up as well. Right now, I'm saving up for all the games that are coming out next year. 2023 just looks fucking insane. Like, the sheer amount of games that are releasing in 2023 is already making my wallet bleed. Yeah, no, exactly. I would hold on to it. I hate it. 2023 is just gonna be one of the most jam-packed fucking years for games on record. It's kind of fucking insane. January, you have Forspoken, you have Dead Space Remake. Those come out within 4 days of each other. Those are both highly anticipated games. Fucking February, you have Tales of Symphonia Remastered, which I'm really fucking stoked for. I love Tales of Symphonia, which brings us back to GameCube. I used to have it on GameCube. Never again, because I can't fucking afford it. Tales of Symphonia now on GameCube. It's fucked up. I got it for $25, and now I don't even know how much it is worth now. Back when I was younger. But I can't wait to do that, because it's not playable on any modern systems. I'm a huge JRPG fan. I'm a huge Tales of fan. It's one of the best Tales of games, so I'm excited to be able to play through it and stream it. It's a long fucking game. And then in March, there's games coming in March. Right? Right? They're all fucking expensive. Even the PlayStation 1 ones. It's like $200 to get Tales of Eternia. Or Tales of Destiny. Like, I want to play Tales of Eternia and Tales of Destiny. I'm a huge Tales of fan. I haven't played all the games of the series because I can't fucking afford them. Yeah, right? Now they're fucking in high demand. But either way, in March, no, I'm sorry, totally forgot. In February you have Tales of, and then you have Hogwarts Legacy, huge fucking game. Ah, right, you want Madden 02, 50 cents. Oh god, the sports game's worth nothing. Buying any fucking sports game, man, you are not getting a return on that investment. So they have Hogwarts Legacy coming out. That looks fucking dope. March, they have Jedi Survivor coming out. I absolutely fucking love Fallen Order. I'm so excited to play the sequel to Fallen Order. That's only 4 months away. I thought it actually would probably be further away, so it really surprised me that it's coming out so soon. Oh, fucking bots. God damn it. Not talking to you, I'm talking, there's fucking bots spamming the chat. They ban them after a while, but they still pop up. Right? It's the biggest game in gaming. And then they release it the next year for full price, and it's hardly any different. And then in April, they have the DLC for Horizon Forbidden West. I'm excited for that. Right? The bot shit is annoying. And then in May, they have the new RoboCop game. I'm excited for that. I'm a big fan of RoboCop, and it's made by the guys who did Terminator Resistance. And they brought back Peter Weller, the original actor of RoboCop. It looks fucking dope. And then in June, you have fucking Final Fantasy 16. I can't even begin to describe to you how fucking stoked I am for Final Fantasy 16. It looks like my fucking dream Final Fantasy. Like, it's kind of insane. Dark, medieval setting again. They haven't been medieval in Final Fantasy since 9 and 2000. In 22 years, 23 by the time the game releases. They're finally returning to the medieval setting. They're going dark and mature. This is the first Final Fantasy game to be M-rated. It's a massive open world. It's next gen only. You get to play as the summons and fight like fucking Godzilla style battles. And yeah, I highly recommend both of them. I'm not ignoring you. Sorry, I get in my head and I have to get it out of my head. The way my brain works, I itemize shit. And no, it's not. It's like super hack and slash. I don't know if you've ever played Dragon's Dogma, but the combat for this game was designed by the same person. So it's flying through the air, smashing down, switching weapons. It's like a fucking Dragon's Dogma on crack. But it's great. And it's set in a world with giant crystals, and it just looks special. I can genuinely look at a game, generally, and tell if it's going to be something special. And this game, watching the trailer, I'm like, this game is going to be legendary. And this game is going to be fucking huge. I think that this is going to be a lot similar to what you want, because from a gameplay perspective, you'd have to watch the trailer, man. But while it's real-time combat, it's not anything like 15. This is made by a different director and a different team, and while they're both real-time, they couldn't be more different. And you'd have to see it to know what I'm saying, but I think it looks fucking great. So I'm stoked for it. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake Part Deuce comes out in 2023 in winter. So, oh yeah, oh well, that makes sense. I usually watch trailers as long as I don't think they're too spoilery. At the end of the day, I don't, I'm sure you could look online and just see the gameplay just of him fighting shit. Either way, it's very different. I can straight up tell you, this is being made by the same team that did Final Fantasy 11 and 14, and now they're doing a single-player FF game. So I think it's going to be really good. Either way, so we're getting two huge Final Fantasy games in 1 year. That's almost never happened. We're literally getting 16, and then Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I cannot think of the last time they had two mainline Final Fantasy games in 1 year. That's fucking insane. And I'm actually really excited for Part 2, because as much as I like Midgar, I kind of like the wider world of Final Fantasy VII, and you're actually going to go out and explore the countryside in Kaim, like Calm and the Chocobo farm and shit like that. No, Crisis Core was 07. Actually, hold on, let me check. Make sure I don't want to be wrong. I know you're right about 12. 12 came out on Halloween. I'll never forget that. It came out on October 31st, 2006. But I think Crisis Core came out in 2007. Yes, September 13th, 2007. So it came out about a year apart. Excited for that. And those are just ones we know of. There's a lot more coming in 2023. Like, 2023 is shaping up to be one of the greatest years for gaming in history. Yeah, we did. KH2. Yeah, no, we were lucky. Kingdom Hearts came out in the beginning of the year. Was it January? Or was it summer? Like, yeah, it was like the first... Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in the first half of the year. And Final Fantasy 12 came out in the second half of the year. Yeah, 2006 was a great year in gaming in general. So, like, there's so many games coming out next year. Spider-Man 2! Basically now confirmed that it's coming out in fucking that. I love Spider-Man. I platinumed it. I platinumed the DLCs. I literally have 100% completed Spider-Man. And Miles Morales. I cannot wait for Spider-Man 2. Oh, yeah. The Dragon Quest 12 demo. Although, just so you know, man, you're getting it, you got it reversed. It's Dragon Quest 8 came with 12. Yeah, no, I agree. That would suck. Yeah, when you're a kid, you just sell stuff, man, you know? It's sad, but it's true. I have a head for facts. Like, I remember and retain facts really well. I always have. Do I have to fire through both of them? Huh. Yeah, the main character looked like Goku. Yeah, because it's the same artist, Akira Toriyama. Yeah, no. Yeah, I have problems with Dragon Ball Z, but it's not that I dislike Dragon Ball Z, it's that I had a friend who was super fucking obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. We're not even friends anymore. He was an asshole, but he was like obsessed with Dragon Ball Z to the point where he literally walked around dressed like Goku and quoted shit, and that was all he ever wanted to watch and all he ever talked about for fucking years, and he was a huge dick about it, and it just made me not want to ever watch the fucking show. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do it. So it's not like I dislike it, it's just like, he made me fucking sick of it. Like, he was, I know you like it a lot, but I'm talking like 5 years of him never shutting up about it, and every time he would bring up something else, he would compare it to that, like, oh, it's good, but it's not as good as Dragon Ball, or some shit. Even though it's not like I was comparing them. I'd be like, hey, did you watch this anime? And be like, no, dude, it's not as good as Dragon Ball. And like, he would quote Goku in his everyday life, like, oh god, he was a fucking weeb. Like I said, I freely acknowledge that Dragon Ball is good. I'm not saying it's bad, he just really made it wear out its fucking welcome with me. I think if I had to pick my favorite anime, it would probably be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I fucking love Full Metal Alchemist. I always have. Like, I love that fucking show. The history, the characters, the mixture of like fantasy and like Europe, you know, I fucking Armstrong, Mustang, it's just great shit. Wow, I thought I was about to end the dungeon, and it turns out I was just now like halfway through. But I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make you think I'm hating on your thing. Like, I'm not, you know, you said you like Dragon Ball Z, I don't want to be like, well, Dragon Ball Z sucks, man! Fuck. Yeah. Oh, conveyor belt. Gotcha. And I killed myself. Shit, that sucks. The camera was like, it was red. I'm actually really stoked because I have a lot of big games coming up in the next couple of days, actually. Tomorrow, High on Life comes out. That's the game made by Justin Roiland, the creator of Rick and Morty. Looks fucking hilarious. The day after that, well, actually, it's later today that it comes out because it's technically the 12th. It's real late here. The day after that, Crisis Core Reunion comes out. Have that pre-ordered, ready to fucking go. I'm fucking stoked for that. I love Crisis Core. I'm so excited to play the remake. And it is a remake. It's not a fucking remaster. They remade every asset from scratch, rehired voice actors, redid the music, and upgraded the gameplay. It's a fucking remake. And then the day after that, the 14th, they have The Witcher 3's next-gen version. Hold on, let me see what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, it's not just that, man. It's like, one of the things that I hate that people do, that I can't stand that people do, man, is people who bring something up by bringing other stuff down. I can't stand it. Like, they don't just say, I love this game, or I love this movie, or I love this anime, and here's why, which is valid. They're like, man, that game sucks dick. This game is way better. And it's so childish and shitty. Like, you can like something and not have to tear something else down. And it bothers me, you know, when people do that. And it's like, even now, like, people were like, Elden Ring sucks. God of War's really the best game of the year. no, man, Elden Ring sucks, it's God of War. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is fucking insufferable. I played the both and I like the both. And you can even say, I think this is the game of the year and not be a fucking douche. Oh, I hate it when people do that. They just basically make it in one long fucking competition. Yeah, exactly. It's not like I love this. It's this other thing sucks. Like you can, right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they have some crossover, but it, like gameplay wise, they are fucking worlds apart. Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Of course. Either way, and it's just like that goes for anything, you know. So I've honestly had to just like kind of like isolate myself from fucking social media, man. Because some of the negativity just really fucking bums me out. And nobody can ever just, like, say their piece and then be done with it. Like, I'm a huge fan of Last of Us. Like, The Last of Us is one of my favorite games ever. Fucking period. I put, like, 100 hours in the PS4 version alone, not counting, you know, the PS3 version. So I was really excited for them fucking remaking it for PS5, and I got it day one. I fucking... Yeah, fuck yeah, exactly. I kind of have to fuck with media just to help build my and stuff, get out there. But, yeah, exactly. It makes sense. But I was so excited for Last of Us remake, and yet people just kept shitting on it. This doesn't look that good. This looks like a remake. This is really just a remaster of a remaster. And, like, anytime you would bring it up, people shit on you. And it's not like... If you if you ask somebody's opinion and they say, I don't care, I don't like it, I don't think it looks good, that's fine. But people would literally be like, man, I'm so excited for The Last of Us remake. And they wouldn't be hurting anybody. They wouldn't be looking for a fucking argument. They would just be saying, man, I'm excited. And somebody would be like, well, it's actually a piece of shit game. It's actually shitty. You know, man, I can kind of see that. But honestly, I think it was worth it. They remade every asset by hand. They greatly improved the gameplay. Like, don't let anyone tell you different. They greatly improved the gameplay on The Last of Us remake. It wasn't just a graphical overhaul. I'm telling you, I literally made videos comparing the two. Gameplay was fucking overhauled. All of the weapons, all of them had their handling completely remade. Not fire the same. All of the enemies completely had their AI redone and had new abilities. All of the animations redone. Walking, climbing, jumping, sneaking, swimming, redone. Weapon upgrading, completely redone. Horseback, completely redone. And you can remap all the controls. Yeah, I have to be honest with you, I never really played the multiplayer. So I can agree there that if you like the multiplayer, that would suck. But I have to say that me personally, I never cared about the multiplayer, so I didn't mind. But I agree. I can see that. They made it so when you do New Game Plus, you can go back and keep all of your weapons from the beginning. So you can literally have the fucking bow and flamethrower. Yeah. So many things. They made it so you can remap the controls. They made it click toggle to sprint. Like, oh no, yeah, that's true. Having the game and having memories, I get that. It's true. And even then, like, I can make so many comparisons where people were just unfairly reacting to The Last of Us, like Halo Anniversary. Halo Anniversary originally didn't ship with the original Halo multiplayer at all. For Halo Reach. And people bitch. So they basically removed the multiplayer in Halo Anniversary and people didn't bitch about it. But for The Last of Us, everybody lost their fucking mind. Or technically a remake, you see, because it has the story and it has to make new levels. The levels of up that shit to shit on the game. Dead Space remake is coming next month. I talked about that earlier. it is keeping the levels the same. It's almost exactly like the Last of Us remake. It's keeping the levels and the story the same, but it's greatly improving the graphics and it's greatly improving the gameplay, the walking, the shooting, all that. And everyone said, "Oh my god, I can't wait for it." It's even the same. So it's like Dead Space doing it is fucking great. Last of Us doing it is a ripoff, even though they're the same fucking price and the same kind of remake. And you know, also, people have just got like the idea of misconstrued. I've been thinking about making a video about this for a long time, but people really, I'm trying to figure out a way to put this. People have really conflated and confused remake and a remaster and a reimagining, because those are three very different things that people actually fucking confuse for one another. And I feel like a lot of these games that are called remakes should actually be called reimaginings. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you, man, that Callisto Protocol is fucking great. Callisto Protocol is great. Fuck the haters. Okay? Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Callisto Protocol is flawed. It is not perfect. They rushed it to release because they were less than a month away from the Dead Space remake. And they were afraid that if they delayed the game, the Dead Space remake would crush them because it has a much bigger budget and more brand recognition. I mean, Callisto Protocol has a good budget, but it's not EA budget, and Dead Space has like a reputation. I have to disagree. I think the story is great. People bitch about the story. People bitch about the story because it wasn't innovative. It didn't break the mold. It didn't need to. Okay? Dead Space didn't break the mold. Oh my god! Aliens that infect people wreaking havoc on a spaceship? Oh, that's a fucking original. Never mind the fact that like every science fiction thing has done that since the beginning of fucking time. Like, if you look at Dead Space, its premise is like the premise of like 50 sci-fi movies. Alien did it in 1970. Even Creatures That Animate the Dead was done before. The reason why people like Dead Space is not that it broke the mold, it's that it was really good. Callisto Protocol, yeah. Well, I'm talking about gameplay and stuff. Yeah, I'm saying the story though, and the story in Dead Space was not anything new, is what I'm saying. The story in Dead Space was the standard outbreak in a spaceship. Callisto Protocol is just like that. The premise is the same. Outbreak happening in a sci-fi world. Except this one isn't in space. It is in a prison in the moon of Jupiter, Callisto. Callisto is the third moon of Jupiter. So you're in the prison in the icy wastes, but it's the same idea. But it's well shot, it's well acted, and it's a good story. Maybe, like I said, I really like it. I played through it, I got it on launch, I like it. But I will admit, it definitely needs some more work. They rushed it out. It's not bad. It's not unplayable. It's not like Cyberpunk was at launch or something like that, or No Man's Sky. But you can definitely tell that it needed an extra 2 or 3 months in the oven because it doesn't have that final layer of polish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's playable, it's good, but it's just a little bit janky around the edges because they didn't make that last level. Because, like I said, they were probably scared that if after the Dead Space remake, that they would be overcrowded. And there are genuine criticisms. It does have some glitches. It does have some performance dips. Can't quite hold on to a solid frame rate, even in performance mode. Oh, yeah, it's way more polished than Cyberpunk was, okay? Cyberpunk at launch was, like, fucking broken. Callisto is just a little rough. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Punk was a fucking mess. Callisto is still... Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like they just pushed it out of the door 2 or 3 months too soon. Like, if they had just, like, there are parts of it that are fucked up. There's a couple of boss fights where the actual boss fight is fucking great, but you die in one hit, no matter what. Does not matter what difficulty you play on, does not matter how much health you have. If you get hit by this boss, he insta-kills you. That can totally be fixed. Okay? The entire rest of the fight is good. It's just literally the one-hit kills fucking sucks. And literally, all they have to do is patch it so that it takes, let's say 2 or 3 hits, 4 hits. Something so you can heal. So you don't instantly fucking die. And the fight would be perfect. Or there's parts where they have checkpoints that are really close. And then there's parts where you'll die and redo a fucking long sequence because the checkpoints are really spaced out. Once again, can be patched. Just add a couple more checkpoints. Good to go. And then just little bits of glitches and anti-polish here and there. But all of that can be fixed. It being unoptimized can be fixed. One-hit kills, fixed. And none of the things will take that much work. Yeah, you say this about checkpoints. I'm listening to you, man. Some games are so fucked up that they need an entire top-to-bottom reworking. Like, they had to basically remake No Man's Sky to make it good. They basically made No Man's Sky 2. Oh, yeah, no, we have it fucking good. Checkpoints didn't even used to exist. You gotta do the whole game in one go, fucker! So, all of it can be fixed. Oh, yeah, no, for real. Zelda, the original Zelda and Metroid were fucking insane. They didn't even have a map! You had to write that shit down! So, like I said with Callisto, it can honestly be fixed. You have a whole new appreciation. Yeah, right? No, I agree. So, a lot of it can be fixed. So, while I agree with some of the complaints that said it's kind of buggy, yada yada yada, I disagree with people saying that it's a terrible game, and I vehemently disagree. It's a really good game. It just was a little bit rough, and I will say this, they are being fucking champs about it. Yeah, it was just a great fucking box with yellow dots, yeah, fucking Nintendo. They're putting out patches for this game like a motherfucker. The game has only been out like 2 weeks, and they've already put out like 7 patches. They have just like kept their nose down, just patch, patch, patch. And they're not blaming people, they're not blaming the studio, the director for the game, same dude that did Dead Space, Glenn Schofield, he has said, this is my fault. And he's like, I'm sorry, we're going to fix it. He's responding to people's requests. He's adding them on Twitter. He's, like, a lot of the time you'll see a game come out and it'll be buggy or have problems, and the devs will be assholes. This dude could not be nicer. And I have mad respect for him because people are really tearing him a new asshole on social media, as you might guess. But he's taking it like a champ. He's being super nice, and he's getting it. And they were originally supposed to take a vacation after it launched, because usually after a game launches, like, they work on them for a while, so they'll all get like a month vacation after it comes out. He said, I'm not going to take a vacation until we fix this. That's like another level of dedication to be like, put off his fucking... A lot of devs would just literally be like, well, we're on vacation. We'll fix the game after we come back in a month. But now I'm waiting for your thing to pop up. What you said, I'm just waiting for it to pop up here. I've even seen him on Twitter. Glenn, like, he's a fucking bro. Like, I dig him, so... And I'm still waiting for your messages to pop up. It's being a dick. It's not updating. Hold on, let me shut the YouTube app and try to load it up again. Right? Yeah, exactly. Well, dude, I'm not giving him a pass. I know what you're saying. We'll just, we'll patch it. Herder. God damn it. No, I agree. And I'm not trying to say that I'm giving them a pass. I didn't. I've told everyone and their mother that it's not, it was rough. But I can also give respect where it's due. I can give respect to the people that own their mistakes and fucking man up and say, we fucked up. Because a lot of game companies, they just give you some corporate fucking PR bullshit and say, well, this, or even people this year are saying COVID. Like, bro, we're 2 years in. You can't use COVID as a fucking excuse anymore. Come on. Back when the COVID first happened and the government shut down, you get a pass. Because that happened. But now, when the economy's open, you can't use COVID in 2022 as an excuse for your game being buggy. Fuck off. But I'm saying, he didn't make excuses. He didn't say it was somebody else's fault. He's putting his nose down to the grindstone to fix it. And he apologized and straight up said, I'm sorry. So, while I do not condone them releasing the game before it was ready, I can understand why they did it, because they were afraid their game would get slaughtered by Dead Space. And I can fucking commend him putting in the work. Definitely. Sorry. 1 second. Yeah. I have to hard disagree. I think that the melee in Callisto Protocol is one of the best melee systems in any game ever made ever. The melee combat in Callisto Protocol kicks ass. So, those people who said, oh my god, the melee combat in this game, I really disagree. A lot of the people were getting mad because the melee combat is hard and you have to learn how to play. And some of the complaints, I get it. No, it's fine. some of the complaints that people launched at the melee system were just dumb as shit. Well, when I get surrounded by 3 or 4 enemies at once, I can't melee too good. You think? That's not a design flaw. That's on purpose. What do you think when you're surrounded on all sides by enemies? That the melee's not going to get tougher? Like, you're supposed to prevent getting grouped up on. And those are not the situations to use melee. You're supposed to use your guns then, or use your grip to push them away from you. Like, that's not a design fault. That's you being bad at the game. And to say, like, that's like saying Dark Souls was bad because I ran ahead and got ganked by enemies. Yeah, you're supposed to learn how to avoid that. And I can straight up tell you, the melee in Callisto is designed for maybe 1, maybe 2 enemies. If you get more than 2 enemies, back up and use your guns. The melee shit is usually for one-on-one. And in a lot of the situations that people are talking about... Oh, hold on, sorry. Got a fucking hair in my eye. In a lot of the situations that people were talking about, it was their own fault because there were parts in the game where they encouraged enemies. And if you fucked up and got caught and then got swarmed by enemies, that's not the game being bad. That is you fucking up and getting punished for it. Because you can go through it and pick them off one by one if you go stealthily. And the game even tells you, man, I probably should go quiet. Like, so you have no excuse. And the stealth system isn't broken. So if you fucked up, and you sounded the alarm, and then you got ganked by 5 people, that's on you. That's not bad development. So, like, a lot of the issues that people were bitching about were just stupid. You know, and I know at first I was wary, because it was like, there's like sequences where stealth is heavily encouraged, and usually when they do that in the game, like a stealth sequence, it sucks. And Callisto was actually good. So... Well, I mean, that's nice, man. I appreciate you. I try to be good at games. I try to get good and, you know, learn how to play the game. I'm pretty good at being able to pick up a game and get into it and figure out how it works. I can usually play with the game a couple at least because you can Callisto expects you to learn how to dodge, to learn when to block, to learn when you should go melee and when you shouldn't go melee. You have to learn the attack patterns of the enemies. And if you don't, you die. But that's not bad design. That's on purpose. It's a hard game. They even told people, this is a hard game. Dead Space was too. Dead Space wasn't fucking easy. And some... Okay, yeah, sure, man. No, fine, just whatever. I'm here to answer. Yes, I have. I've played God of War Ragnarok, and I played Elden Ring, and I Platinum Ragnarok. I 100% completed Ragnarok. Every item, every boss, every collectible, everything. I 100% completed Ragnarok. And while I didn't 100% complete Elden Ring, I got pretty fucking close. It's fine, man. I don't care. I understand. You know, that's a really tough question, because I really love both of them. But if I had to pick War Ragnarok, I fucking loved Ragnarok from start to finish, and I struggle to think of problems with it. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. Every single thing that God of War 2018 did well, Ragnarok does 10 times better. It improves on it so much that it is legitimately hard to go back to playing God of War 2018. The combat, the movement, the story, the upgrading. It's so much better that it's fucking awesome. It is a gorgeous, super pretty game. And that ultimately is probably what gives it the edge to me over Elden Ring. Because as much as I love Elden Ring, FromSoft always has a history of making games that are technologically janky, that have frame rate problems and frame rate issues. Right? I've been, since 05. No, I get it, dude. I've platinumed almost every single God of War game ever. God of War 1, God of War 2, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, 3, Ragnarok. I am almost platinumed God of War 2018, and I didn't do Ascension. But almost every God of War game in the series I platinumed. And I agree, I grew up playing God of War. I remember getting the demo for God of War 1 with the opening level with the Hydra, and getting a demo disc and being like, oh my god, this is so great. Like, for real. Oh, it's awesome. But ultimately, it's the technical stuff that gives God of War the win, because Elden Ring fucking sadly cannot run stably. Performance mode on Elden Ring, it cannot run a solid 60. Just walking around with nothing going on, it's like, get up on the Hydra's back. But the frame rate for Elden Ring is like this. And I kept waiting for them to patch it. Kept waiting for them to patch it. Kept waiting for them to patch it. They just never did. It's not unplayable, but the only way to get a solid frame rate in Elden Ring is to play the PS4 version on PS5, because the Xbox is even worse. Xbox, there's no solid way to have a good frame rate. But honestly, having to play the PS4 version of Elden Ring on PS5 instead of the PS5 version really pisses me off. And I like Elden Ring, and there are people who say it looks ugly. I'm not going to say that, but it's not. It is not the prettiest looking game, so it having those performance issues is pretty shitty. I would say it's the frame rate and the controller. And the load times. I mean, load times are fucking phenomenal. But 60 FPS is now the standard. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I remember... Right? Exactly. It is a painting. It's just... When I say that it's not the prettiest game, I mean graphically speaking. It's not what you'd call cutting-edge graphics. So, that makes the frame rate problems less excusable, because it's not really even pushing the hardware, but it's lagging like crazy, so it's more of just optimization. Like, God of War Ragnarok looks way better than Elden Ring, graphically speaking, and it runs at 4K 60 locked on PS5. It's 4K 60 and runs fucking perfectly. And Elden Ring is like 1400p and not that graphically demanding and runs like shit. We're just on another level graphically. Yeah, I agree. Final Fantasy 13 looked fucking insane when it came out. And actually, funnily enough, is better on Xbox Series X. They had auto HDR, quick resume, brought the game up to 1700. Final Fantasy 13, if you play it on Xbox Series X, is basically in 4K now. And they remastered the cutscenes. So even though it started out awesome on PS3, the 360 version sucked in comparison. Now it's the reverse. It's way better on Xbox. But yeah. And I would have tried to give them a pass, but it's been almost a year now since Elden Ring came out, and they still haven't passed performance. And honestly, it's just a question of laziness in that case. Right, we got God of War. Yeah, no, we did. That's true. We also got Enslaved. Odyssey to the West. I fucking love Enslaved. Game that more people needed to play. Yeah, God of War 3 set a new benchmark. Friend played God of War 3. Because at the time I didn't have a PS3. I was a 360 kid growing up. Right, exactly. And I remember seeing the opening cutscene in God of War 3 and being like, holy shit, this game looks amazing. God of War 3 still looks good now. God of War 3 still looks good. But either way, Digital Foundry, who I love, took a look at it, and they theorized, based on looking at the code, looking on a PC, that the only thing they would need to do to get Elden Ring running at a lock 60 on PS5 is just lower the resolution some. And they can't even do that, like, so it's like literally they just don't care. And that does kind of piss me off, because frame rate, in my opinion, is always king. If you give me a choice between frame rate or graphics, fucking frame rate. Every time. I always play in performance mode in any game. It gives me a choice, because it doesn't matter how good the game looks. Less acceptable. If you give me a choice to always go 60. And honestly, they can do God tier loading now. Take Forspoken. I just played the demo of Forspoken. They released it a couple days. They surprise dropped a free demo from the Game Awards. That game runs at 60. That game is a PS5 exclusive. It has performance mode. It literally goes black for a split second, blink, then you're there. It doesn't matter how far in the demo. You explore a big ass area in the demo, and you literally can fast travel a mile distance. And as quick as you can snap your fingers, that's how fast travel is. On Forspoken. Spider-Man on PS5, an eighth of a second. An eighth. It's not even 1 second load times in Spider-Man to fast travel. Okay? Now bear in mind, on PS4 it was like a minute and a half. So we literally went from a minute and a half load times to a split second. That's fucking insane. And the controller, PS5 is an amazing controller. But yeah, dude, I definitely agree with you. Like I said, I have to... Wow, there's actually more to this dungeon. I thought that this was it. I totally agree with you. But ultimately, I have to give the nod to God of War because it is more technically sound. A lot more technically sound. So... And ultimately, the story in God of War Ragnarok is so fucking satisfying, it's hard for me to put into words. Like, you know, I can't stand it when people ignore the faults in a game. Like, that really upsets me. I believe even if you like something, you shouldn't be afraid to criticize it. There are people who, if they like a game, they pretend it has no flaws. I fucking hate that. Yes and no. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. It is not the end of God of War. It is the end of the Norse saga. All of the story threads, all of the bosses that started in God of War 2018 are ended in this game. They're a two-parter, okay? So, they're not ending Kratos, they're not ending God of War, but the Norse stuff, yeah, it's done. They will probably go to Egyptian mythology next. That's actually almost what they did. I remember watching a development video for it. That half the team wanted to do Egyptian mythology, and half the team wanted to do Norse. And they were so split down the middle that they put it to a coin toss. Right? Even Sony didn't think he would be a gaming mascot. It took them by surprise, and they made the fucking game. But yeah, so they almost did Egyptian mythology, and they even had a couple of references to it in God of War 2018. So I could totally see them doing Egyptian mythology with the next one. Which, honestly, not gonna lie, I'm down for that. Like, Kratos fighting Chris and Set and Anubis would be pretty fucking dope. Or I mean, they could do Indian mythology, they could do Japanese mythology, they could do King Arthur. Like, there's so many different mythologies, but it just seems like they would probably do Egyptian mythology first, since they almost did it before, and then they put it off for Norse. So it figures they would probably come back and do that now, since they didn't before. Cannot. Fuck, he killed me. I'll be happy, you know. I've never played a bad God of War game ever. Even Ascension, a lot of people hated on Ascension. I liked Ascension. Did I like Ascension as much as God of War 3? Nah. Did I think Ascension was still a great game? Yeah, I did. And I still thought it was worth playing. So, they've never made a bad God of War game, ever. So, whatever they have, I completely have faith that they're gonna crush it. Oh, no, I had to light the furnace. Gotcha. I was so busy on dodging his shit that I didn't even see that before. See what you're saying. Yeah, no, I agree. I like God of War Ascension. I got a lot of shit from a lot of people, but I really liked it regardless. I thought it was good and worth playing. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, really lean into the powers that and the mage stuff. Yeah, I also will say that it's the only time in the entire God of War series that I really like the puzzles. Like in the original God of War games, I didn't hate the puzzles, but I wasn't like super stoked for the puzzles. But I really like the puzzles in Ascension, with the time shit rewinding and shadow clones and shit like that. Like, it's the only time in that entire game I actually like doing the puzzles and shit in the series. Most of the time I just don't, like, I don't dislike them, but I'm like, oh, it's, you know, puzzles. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll switch back to my daggers. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Oh shit. Man, that thing is fucking huge. Fireball's really helpful with this dude though, because you can shoot through all of the fucking smaller ones. Oh, I keep forgetting those are basically plot suicide bombers. It's fucking annoying. Oh god. That was close. Yeah, I need to go down there and make sure I kill it. Sometimes they have room, they won't let you leave into the next room until you kill all of them. Looks like nothing happened. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, that, yeah, switch to the bow. Ah! Fuck, I'm low on health. Oh, God. Fucking really? Oh, Jesus. Really? Fuck! Well, I did for no health, so at least I got really far on that last fucking sliver. Didn't I, yeah, I got a shortcut. Okay, so that's good, then I don't have to go back that much. That's good. Doesn't get him. Fuck. Well, it's help with that, I don't care. Oh, God. Oh my god, there's so many! Wow. Oh well, I guess I just gotta get good. I'm actually really excited to play Crisis Core Union. Hold on, let me see what you're saying. Oh, the jersey just for Pokemon Coliseum. Oh man, make sure you hold on to that. That is super fucking rare. Yeah, for real. I agree, man. That, you know, that so work. Bitch. You did it. I didn't even need to do it. I just had to prove to myself that I could. Technically, I already looked at him, but like I didn't fight all the enemies, so you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'll push the option of the challenge. But can you hold on? Let me see what you're saying. Oh no, yeah, you can tell me, man. I don't care. When I like a Pokemon game, I really like it. If that makes sense. I just kind of have an issue with the way modern Pokemon games have been going. They just got... Oh. Ah. That's dumb. Oh well. Shit happens. Like, when I get into a Pokemon game, I get really into it. I put like 200 hours of my life into Soul Silver. So, I mean, I know I'm not like a fucking Pokemon expert, but I have definitely played the games enough that, you know, I could probably get what you're talking about, especially because, you know, Coliseum is Gen 3, fucking Emerald and all that, so I'm more familiar with that. Currently running 5 display. A well-rounded group. Emerald is my second favorite game of all time. Yeah, Emerald is really good. I agree. I'm pretty sure my favorite Pokemon game will always be Soul Silver. I love Soul Silver so fucking much. I don't think any Pokemon game before it or after it has eclipsed it. I really, really, really love Soul Silver. And them doing 2 regions is just in the best fucking possible. killed you. Fucking bend you over and dip you down. They don't even have the courtesy to spit on it first and lube you up. You know, I wish that they would have more of Umbreon and Espeon, though. Oh, what the fuck? I'm just gonna kill myself. I fucked that up. I might play this for a little bit and switch to another game. I haven't played this for a while. I usually try to have a couple games that I play and go back through. Fight these fuckers first, I'll answer your question. Okay. Honestly, I probably need... Because... sometimes I'll be up all night during the day. I've been trying to get on a more... because it's better for streaming if you have set hours. But right now, I just basically just fucking stream whenever I'm ready. Like I said... Oh no, did it... Hold on. Let's see. One second. Continue. You're not distracting me. Like I said, if I had to, I'd pause. I don't care. It makes the stream better when you talk, dude. I'm never going to tell people in the stream to not talk to me. If that's the point, I'll just not stream. My schedule is kind of fucked because I have anxiety. I have O.C.G, hence why I'm Kieran Reese, the O.C.G, the obsessive-compulsive gamer. And so sometimes I sleep okay, and then sometimes my anxiety is really bad and I don't sleep for days. So, I should be on a fixed schedule. I've been trying to be on a fixed schedule because that's better for your streaming. But right now, my schedule is just all over the fucking place. So, I also have no fucking idea what time zone you're in comparison to mine. I'm in Eastern time. So I'm in Kentucky. Hard. Oh well, I'll get it. Like I said, I've beaten all the Souls games. This is hard, but it's nothing compared to what I've been through. Okay, hold on. I'm in Kentucky. And I've been up a lot lately, late at night. I know I'm gonna be up, I know for a fact I'm gonna be up late tonight, tomorrow, or technically today, because Crisis Core Reunion comes out at midnight tonight, and I'm really excited for that. Back on my shelf behind me, like, you can literally kind of see right there, in the edge of my screen, my PSP copy of Crisis Core, where I still have my original copy. I'm a huge fan of Crisis Core, so I've been really stoked for this. Every other fucking bit of Final Fantasy has been just fucking ported to death. Final Fantasy VII is like on every fucking system known to mankind. But yet for some reason, Final Crisis Core was never ported anywhere else ever. And honestly, for years, all I wanted and all everybody wanted was just like an HD version of Crisis Core. Just, you know, take the PSP version, alter the controls to be better, you know, fit a controller, put it in HD, call it quits, like the God of War Origins collection. And I would have been fine with that. Crisis Core HD. So I was super fucking stoked when it's like, hey, not only are we you know, we're not just putting it in HD, we're basically remaking Crisis Core. I'm like, fuck yeah. We're updating the battle system, the graphics, and all that, you know? I mean, yeah, they did. They did. And radio silence, yeah, pretty much. That does suck. Because, like, if you got the secret ending in Crisis Core, it showed you the fucking PS3 demo, and it's, like, continued in Final Fantasy VII, and totally made it seem like, you know, the remake was coming on PS3, and that it would come to PS3, but it never fucking did. I mean, Birth by Sleep was also on fucking PSP, and I love Birth by Sleep. It's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And they fucking re-released that on PS3 and PS4, and by extension PS5 and fucking Xbox, but nope. So I just, like, you know, and admittedly, this game doesn't look as pretty as Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the reason for that is pretty simple. It doesn't have as large of a budget, not that it ever would. Yeah, since PS2 was just the same, yeah, they tease people for fucking ages. But, you know, it's not just that, it's also, like, yeah. Crisis Core was a game I really liked, and it just seemed like it, you know, it should have came, and they just never did. Yeah, no, I agree. Although, my favorite person in Birth by Sleep will always be Ventus. I love Ventus. He's like the perfect mixture of Roxas and Sora, where he's like cynical, more cynical like Roxas, but he's more innocent like Sora, and he's sad. And I like how he wields his Keyblades backhanded, and I really fucking dig his Keyblade, his unique Keyblade, Lost Memory, with the white chrome and all that. It was fucking dope. I really, really like Ventus. And he has some of the best lines and deliveries in Birth by Sleep, and his relationship with Lee is fucking awesome. And he has one of the best lines when he first enters Olympus Coliseum, and he just sees them hanging out with Phil and Zack and stuff, and he just, no, I'm sorry, it's in Radiant Garden. And when he gets to Radiant Garden, he sees Leah and Isa, and he's just like, man, it sure must be nice knowing who your friends are. And it broke my fucking heart. It's one of my favorite lines in the entire series. And I also just like his combat style because he's super quick. I always, when games give me the chance, I always go for speed. I just like being fast. I don't like being slow and cumbersome. And he has all these cool moves from Sora that are staples that I really like. You know, like Ars Arcanum and shit like that. So but yeah, they're all three of them are good, and I love Birth by Sleep. I also like Dream Drop Distance. Even though a lot of people want to hate on Dream Drop Distance, that's my second favorite. But see, I'm in the minority, dude. I honestly could not stand Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked. It didn't wrap up the story threads like it should have. It didn't have enough returning worlds. Like, if it was going to wrap up all the story threads, it needed to have worlds. The fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't have Hollow Bastion and Radiant Garden, like, really bothered me. Yeah. And I really didn't like the combat system in 3. I really... No, like, I honestly was, like, insanely disappointed with Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, it might be one of the single biggest disappointments of any game I've ever played. I was literally so hyped from the time I was 10 years old, which is 2006, because I'm 26 now, maybe 27 next year. I could not wait to play Kingdom Hearts 3. As soon as Kingdom Hearts 2 was done, like, when's Kingdom Hearts 3? If only we knew! And I counted down the fucking days to Kingdom Hearts 3. Right? You waited your entire fucking life for it. Yeah, right? And then, so I got to it, you know, and I literally got Kingdom Hearts 3 at midnight. I went to the fucking midnight release for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I have to be honest with you. I literally disliked Kingdom Hearts 3 so much, I never finished it. I hated it so badly, I could not bring myself to play it. I got to about the Toy Story world, and I was so fucking heartbroken and depressed, didn't finish it, and I don't think I ever will. I mean, maybe if I force myself. But I tried. I tried several times, actually, to finish it. And every time, I was just fucking bored to tears. And, you know, I mean, it has problems from the inception, but, like, the story just doesn't wrap up everything. They made such a big deal about how it was going to be the end of the Xehanort arc, and the honest truth is it did not wrap things up like they should have. And where it did wrap things up was just the stupidest shit ever. Xehanort, old man Xehanort, is my favorite villain in Kingdom Hearts. Maybe one of my favorite villains ever. Master Xehanort is my jam. And yeah, I agree. And they fucking they spent so many games building up Master Xehanort as just this badass motherfucker, and then just ruthless and smart, and he's thought of every possibility. And then it basically comes down to Sora's like, hey, bro, could you maybe not be an asshole? And Xehanort's like, you know what? I never thought about that. You're right. I'll change my ways. And just gives up. Basically kills himself. After all that time, it turned out he just needed a stern talking to. Who would have guessed? And then they talk about how he had considered every possible outcome. And it's like, did you ever consider stopping? Yeah, you think you would have, but no. Sora's like, hey dude, could you not be a dick? And he's like, I never thought that was possible. What am I doing? Like, it was so contrived and forced. And okay, don't get me wrong. I have to word it very carefully. I really like Rutger Hauer. I really like Rutger Hauer. I've liked him since Blade Runner. I think he's a great fucking actor, okay? And I get that Leonard Nimoy unfortunately died, so they didn't have a choice. They had to recast him. I totally get that. But I personally don't think that Rutger Hauer was good for Xehanort. And he tried to mimic Leonard Nimoy's voice, and it basically wound up instead sounding like he was trying to do a Spanish impression. Like, Xehanort sounded weirdly Latin. And yeah, they seriously dropped the ball on that. Now here, let me see what you said. right? No, I agree. And also, I just don't understand the world selection. Like some of them, okay. Olympus Coliseum, great. I agree. I liked Olympus Coliseum. And making it the whole Olympus, that's what I wanted it to be. I have very few complaints about that, okay? But they fucking massacred Twilight Town. What did they do to it? Like, oh god, I kept running off the edge. Hey, let's bring back Traverse Town, or not Traverse Town, I'm sorry. Let's bring back Twilight Town, guys. That was a fan favorite world. But let's virtually remove every area that people like from it. They don't even have the fucking usual spots. Or the tram, they don't even have the train station. Or the sandlot. Or the woods. Or the mansion. Like, they literally took away, or Sunny Vista, all of the cool areas from Twilight Town. And what you get is you get the fucking tram common, which is cool, don't get me wrong. And then you get a little bit of sewers, and then you get the woods, and you don't even get to go into the goddamn mansion. And that, or the clock tower. Right? Yeah, no, I agree. Like, when people think of Twilight Town, right? When you think of Twilight Town, you think of fucking the clock tower. How the fuck are you gonna have Twilight Town and not have the clock tower? It's like iconic. It became like recognizable to the series. It's the main thing and the icon of the world. And it was so weird because every other world in Kingdom Hearts was gigantic. Like it or hate it, they were all big. And they were the biggest worlds in the series. And yet, Twilight Town wound up smaller than it was in Kingdom Hearts 2. That makes no sense. And honestly, it doesn't even have a point in the story to be there. Like, I feel like they just brought it into the story for fanfare because you meet Hayden, Pence, Olette and all them, and it's literally, you guys seem familiar. Well, yeah, and it was like, wink, 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 wink. Right? Exactly. The fucking clock tower. So I honestly would have rather they just didn't include it. Right? We don't get to go there in the ultimate finale. I honestly would have rather they just fucking not included it, okay? Right? Exactly. Exactly. And and I want to understand what the fucking process was where they decided to not include. Yeah, no, it's really good, I agree. I mean, Radiant Garden is fucking central to the series. They even have a bunch of story scenes that happen. They didn't include it? Really? But they can include Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's not like I hate that world. But fucking Halloween Town, or Agrabah, or fucking Worlds from Birth by Sleep. fucking much. Here, I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna take a short break, and I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm probably gonna play a different game. If you want to watch me, then you can. If not, I understand. You've already watched me for a while. Like I said, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm gonna probably switch games because this is frustrating me. It's not you, it's the game, and I've been playing it for several hours. And I know if I play something else and I come back, then I'll get this. It's just like you're bashing your head against the wall. A lot of the time when I play the Souls games and I just can't get past boss, I take a day, play something else, and I come back and I fucking do it. So I'm gonna get off here and I'll be back in a little bit. If you want to watch, you can. If not, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. If I